Hello and welcome back to another rainy episode of Ohio Richlands. So we've just dropped off 8,000 litres of wool to the spinnery, and I don't know if we can see it. Right beside that big conveyor belt in the store's parking lot, we've got a little tractor. Well, that's all it's going to take in there, so we need to put this to the farmer's market because that's a fairly decent price for eggs. And we do need to move some things around, and oh, I think I just hit the fence there. I think there is some butter up here to move over to the potato plant, and we've got some milk to take down and split between the dairy here. Oh no, we stopped. Why did we stop production? Right, let's go start that. So butter, yeah, it was because the milk was low. Right, we'll activate that again because we're waiting to take some milk down. So they've got 2,700 litres, and here has 3,000. Okay, so we could put most of it into the dairy and maybe 1,500 litres into here. We've still got the vegetable fat, that's why we stopped this. So it is climbing up, so we could maybe start this again now. What else do we need? Bread. Ah, right, okay, bread. Here's our next issue. We haven't got much flour left, and we've got nothing here to make flour with. We've got sorghum. Oh no, this is going to be a bit of an issue though. I think we need to let the milk pile up for a while. Right, let's jump back in here and stop this production. So we're only going to be doing clothes just now. Yeah, we need bread, and we've got nothing for flour because these guys, our chickens, are going to need every bit of grain they can get because our harvest isn't for, mind you though, another month. A month and a day, including today, so 2 months effectively. Yeah, that's not going to work in. Right, we're going to have to leave that just now then. We're going to move the closed pallets round. Yeah, we'll move them round, take this eggs to the farmer's market. So we'll just park this here just now, drop off the telehandler, and we'll go in fact, you know what, well, we better because it is raining. Yeah, we'll go and do that just now quickly, and we'll see you over at the shop for the new tractor, or new to us tractor. It is a used one. It's a John Deere. What one is it? It's a 6300. It's got wheel weights on the back. In fact, we'll leave that. We'll see you at the store in a second, and we can run through it. So we'll see you in just a little minute. Well, here we have it. We sold the eggs at the farmer's market, and we are now here. So, John Deere 6300, it is ours. We paid $10,945 for it in total. We've got a couple of weights in behind the back wheels there, and a few more here, just to put a bit extra on the back, because it did spec it with a front loader. Let's jump in. So we're going to load this up just now and take it up to the farm because, as you can see, there is no protection and glass on the cab at all. Very old school, which I like. But we were going to get the front loader for it. The only problem just now, this is very slidey because it's wet. I don't like this. Yeah, the only issue we've got just now is it's going to have to be full price if we do decide to get it. This is not good to load in the rain, I can tell you. So yeah, we need to get the front loader, but we're going to have to wait until it is in the sale, or until the point that we actually need it, when we're going to have to buy it full price. But that's just loaded it up. So yeah, $10,945 for that. It's going to be for loading grass bales over at the new sheep pens. Yes, we are going to get 2 brand new sheep pens. They're going to be over at the kind of bottom left of the map. We have sourced out an area. It's about $45,000 for it. Not the biggest of fields, but it is just grass. There's no crops growing on it. I think it's always been a grass field. So we will cut that before, once we buy it, we'll cut it and use that for some grass bales for a start. We'll maybe only get 1 or 2 bales, if that. But it is kind of over that direction behind those trees. That's where we're going to place 2 sheep pens, the same ones that we've already got, and obviously the bigger of the 2 sheep pens we've got. So we're going to stock a massive amount of sheep, but we will need a massive amount of grass to keep us going. And remember, we can't just cut all of the grass field that we've planted here. That can't all be grass. It can just now, or it can be hay. I think we're going to put it into hay just now until we get the other field sorted out. It's going to be about $145,000, 150, including this tractor. Plus we still need the front loader. So that's going to be another $10,000 and another bale spike because we need a second one. That's going to be another $1,000. So it's going to be around about 160 something thousand for everything in total. But we're going to have 2 new sheep pens. Obviously we've just got this tractor. The front loader will come in the other side, I think. We'll park this in one of these sheds down here. So that is the next kind of target. We did have another field looked out, but I think that's going to be for potentially chickens. And where can we put this? We could just drop it off here actually. Well, it's now May 1st. There was a glitch with the contracts. We'll just jump in. Yeah, so I accepted that one, it immediately disappeared. But it's been up for months and it's not disappeared yet. I don't know what's happening. Quickly while we're here, we've still got 18 sets of 10, so 180 Angus cows. That's the set we bought yesterday. There is not a new set in yet, but I think I'm going to buy 10 more today. We have no new sheep. The chickens, they were here yesterday and then 2 months ago. And that's, nope, we've got these. So we have 60 baby lambs today. Sale, what's in there? There's another tedder, but we're not big enough to need that yet. It's 17 meters. It's a huge tedder. We don't have a tedder. Do we? No, we do. I forgot we had that. Right, well, we don't need one then. It would be good to have a big size one, but unless a heap of contracts come through just now or today, while that's still on the sale, then I don't see the point in us getting a bigger one. We have one. It is a bit slower to run, but in saying that, we do need a lot of hay, or we will very soon with these guys. Right, I'm going to buy another 10 because I want to keep the cycle going. So 10 Angus cows, $3,500, buy. So now we have 190, so from next month we should have them reproducing, so there's 10 every month ongoing. And we should be able to sell them once the last one, the 24th set of 10 arrives. But for today, there's not really anything to do. I did think there was going to be a couple of contracts appearing, but nothing as yet. There's nothing in the sale. Still no contracts. There is one thing we could do though. This grass field only has one application of fertilizer, so now it's ready to harvest. I wonder, because there's 2 stages of growth for the grass. Just now it'll produce, I haven't actually checked the actual percentage difference in yield, but you can cut it now, you will get grass, and you can turn it into hay or bale it as grass for silage and wrap it, or but if you wait to the second stage, I think you get more. That's what I've been doing anyway, so we'll just keep going doing that, but it does only have a single fertilization stage on it. I think the other ones are the same. Oh, they're 2 fertilization stages, right, so that'll be a test for us today. I did notice as well, jumping back and forth through the menus, in here it says these guys have almost got 300,000, see they need more hay again, 300,000 litres of slurry. But if we go to the slurry tank here, there's still only 192,000 litres. 192,198 litres. So we have almost 500,000 litres of slurry on site. That is a phenomenal amount. So I think today's job, let's jump in the 9RX. Let's go and put down some of that slurry in our grass field. Hopefully we have enough. Well, we should have enough to do the whole field, I would imagine. If we don't, there's something wrong. I don't think a field that size would take that much. But let's get this loaded up. Let's go and do that field. We'll leave it to fill up. So yeah, this one's coming down. If we check here, 292,000. Oh, it is coming. What's happening there then? Right, that is confusing. This pen must combine what's in it plus what's in this silo. Right, that's a bit confusing because the dairy pen, which was in before this, the slurry tank and the Angus cow pen, it only shows what is in that pen. If I load and unload out of the other pen or this slight silo, this number does not change. But this one is changing. It's about 100,000 litres. Because that's at 161 now, and that's 163. So that must have about just over 100,000 litres in that pen. 160. Yeah, so 103,000 litres in the Angus cow barn. Right. Well, that's disappointing. I thought it had 500,000 litres of slurry there. That would have been fantastic. Nowhere to sell it, so we'd have to use it ourselves. We can obviously use it in this field, but not now because it's fully fertilised and it is too far on and growing. This tractor, with the size of the tracks and the tyres on this tanker, would definitely wreck the crops. And I think we have about 80,000 litres of manure there as well, so we'll need to use the manure up. God, this is slow. Oh, the tractor needs repaired, that's why. I suppose this has done quite a bulk of work. Right, we'll slowly make our way to our field, which is just here. We'll get this slurry laid down on it for the second application of fertilizer. And I think jump into tomorrow because there is nothing else to do for today. We bought the 10 Angus cows, so that keeps them up to date. We will need to feed them later on today or tomorrow. I'm just thinking, because this is ready to harvest, will this affect the crop in any way? It shouldn't. I don't think it is. Right, we are going to lay down this slurry now anyway. Get this field done and probably jump into tomorrow. Well, it's now June 1st and still nothing in the contracts. Yep, still not yet. So I don't know if there's a glitch or just nothing's ready yet. But I can tell you this. Our grass field, field 14, is ready to go. I think it may still have a stage to go. We will need to double check it, but our barley on field 15 is ready to go with the combine. So as soon as we get that done, we can get the chickens back onto that. We did have to use 5,000 litres of sorghum. Where's the chickens? There's so much animals now. So yeah, they've got 9,900, well 10,000 litres left. So when the barley comes in, that will go straight into the chickens. And the Angus cows, we topped them up yesterday. Today they're back down to 61,563 litres left. So they're going to go through a lot of hay. But is this the day where they've actually started to reproduce on their own? That's 4 months old. They're 1 month. That's yesterday. Not yet. Right, so I don't know whether or not to buy. But for now, let's get the combine going and into the field. We won't actually need the header trailer, it's just that field straight in there. So we will move, I'll just leave that trailer there. It's still, I thought we repaired this, but it says it still needs repaired. It'll be enough to get this field done, but I think once we get the grain down, oh no, it's tomorrow. It's not even tomorrow, it's in July, it's next month. Until the wheat's ready. That's what we were going to use for putting down into, that's not going to work, is it? We might get away with this. Yeah, it's the wheat that we need to put down into the grain mill. I think I parked the auger wagon in a really awkward place there. Just to know what, we've got that roller now in the way. That's not going to fit. Right, I'll get this sorted out and we can get into the field. I can't get around that way either, I'm stuck here. Yeah, we're going to have to get the tractor and move the roller. We can use the 8R actually, it's sitting right here. We'll leave the seeder there. Right, we'll get stuff moved about and get into the field, get this barley out of the field, and I think we're actually going to go and drill grass straight into that field. It just seems like the best option just because of the sheer amount of hay that we're going through now with the Angus cows. So I think that's the best plan of action. But there is nothing in the sale, there's nothing we need yet. I'll just leave, yeah, I'll leave it there. In fact, we could probably use that on the auger wagon, to be honest. Yeah, we could maybe do that. It gets it working because we have paid for it, so it doesn't make any sense for it to be sitting doing nothing. And the 9R's in there. Everything's just in the way when we need it. So I need to move the 9R out of the way with a slurry tank so we can get in here with a header to save having to go out onto the road. There's no really good place to park this either. Wherever I leave it, it's just going to be in the way. We'll just move it out here just now, and in fact we'll put it down here. This is going to be very tight. Yep, leave it there. It's probably going to block something else that we need later on, but harvest is a go. So we need to get onto that ASAP, get it lifted so we can get the grass put straight in again once we give it a quick, I don't know if it needs ploughed actually, we'll need to check that once we've harvested it. If it needs ploughed, we'll do that, then get some lime down, then get some grass straight into it. But for now, let's get harvest underway. Well, that's the first load of barley in from that contract. Full trailer loads, 75,600 litres in total. We did spend $1,050 on 1,500 litres of diesel and had to rush that up here because we forgot to fuel the combine before we took it out to do this contract. But it's up here, the combine has been filled, we filled up the 8R. And we filled up the telehandler as well because it was due a little bit. I'll probably put the rest into this truck before we go back down to the yard. We do have $551 left in the bank. We have hired a worker to run the combine for us and to chase it with the auger wagon while we kind of finished off the grass field. We also had a worker cutting the grass, and then we were chasing it down with a tedder as well. And we had to put a worker onto the tedder and abandon that to come up here with that diesel. So a bit of a rush this afternoon. We should finish this off hopefully before nightfall and collect the money from that, and that'll put us back into a few thousand in the bank anyway. It's about 17,000 for the contract in total. I don't know if we're going to make it to the end of this field with the workers though, or if we're going to have to take over for the last bit, but let's finish off this harvest and see where we get to. Well, that is the last load coming in now. I'm going to empty the back trailer first. It's another full load. It should complete the contract. There is still a little bit left in the auger wagon. I can't actually remember how much. But we went down to $0. So the worker left and left us to do it ourselves. So we've got to finish off the field, tip it into the auger wagon and then into the trailer, because the auger wagon won't fit in here to tip the loads. We had to bring the Super Bee up. We're almost finished now though. The rain is due to come, so I'm kind of glad this job is finished. There's 81% transported. Just reverse back and tip the first trailer. It's probably going to take this all. There's still a little bit left in the auger wagon. But I think we'll leave the episode here. And we will tip whatever's left of here into our own grain bin, because obviously we will use this barley for the chickens. I think we've got just under 100,000 litres just now, and if we can get 5,000 or just over 5,000 litres, that brings us up to 100,000 litres until the next crop of barley comes through. Which, now thinking about it, I have to check when we can plant that, because I think we'd have to plant it pretty soon actually. Oh, there we go. I'm too busy speaking there. So we got $114 for that, and the contract is finished. So we'll pick that money up later on, and we'll put this 5,086 litres down into our grain bin. So we'll jump back up here to pick up all the equipment, and we'll see you in just a second. Well, we're just about to head down to the yard with this again. And just remembered, there's actually still some in here. Oh, 16,600 litres of barley left over. So that's a phenomenal end to the contract, really. It's about 17,000 for the contract, but we'll pick that money up in the next episode. But combine that to the 5,000 litres we've already got back at our yard we took down with the Super Bee. We got 21,000 litres of barley on top of the payment for that contract. So that is really going to help out our chickens. That's an extra month or two at least until we get our next crop harvested for them. Anyway, we'll head back down to the yard with this. We'll get all the equipment back down as well. So we're going to be doing this till later on tonight. So we're going to keep running back up here. But yeah, ending the episode on one of the lowest amounts we ever have, I think, to date. $42. The productions are still running. Anyway, we'll leave the episode there, and we'll see you again very soon for the next one. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you all again soon.